Buongiorno, boys, and welcome back to this Empire Total War series. And thank God that we didn't have to do this when I wasn't doing this when we were trying to take over Norway. Because honestly, like trying to say hello in Norwegian's probably an absolutely massive nightmare. Yeah, welcome to Italy, a Scottish Italy, and well, it was a Scottish Italy last week as well. But we've managed to secure Central Italy. We had Southern Italy, we lost Southern Italy, and now we have it back again. And there's some more bloody rebel Italians wandering around that we're going to have to deal with at some point. There's more up this bloody direction as well. These prats and the Genuines who've decided to take over Bologna for some reason. That's something that we'll deal with at some point. But as for now, we have got ourselves some business over in the Caribbean. Well, not really Caribbean, as much Canada at the moment, but we're making our way to the Caribbean and towards Nassau, which we will hopefully take in rather quick fashion, so that once we've taken Nassau, we've got ourselves a little base in the Caribbean that we can then expand ourselves from, take over Cuba, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, maybe even a bit of Florida. Who knows? But we'll get there at some point once our fleet eventually makes its way down this way to the Bahamas. As for Europe, I don't think much will happen. Frame rate's still absolutely dying, which, well, I was hoping... I changed all my settings and everything to try and fix this. I even changed the way I was recording. I'm now recording on... I'm now recording on a different computer instead of the one that I'm actually playing the game on, hopefully, in an attempt to try and fix this, but obviously not. Do we really need an ultra settings on the sky? Can we see sky? We're looking down. Leave that for now. See how this works. Right. Nope, frame rate's still dying away. Absolutely wonderful. It's getting worse. Frame rate is legitimately getting worse. The more I do, the more I turn the settings down, the worse the frame rate gets. It's a joke. Right, we'll restart the game and we'll see if that fixes the issue. Right, well that's fixed it for now. Hopefully it remains at a nice steady 4 frames per second as opposed to the one that it was having a minute ago. And yeah, I'm not too sure it'll stay that way, to be honest. I reckon it'll probably go downhill again, because it seems like the longer the game's on, the worse the bloody frame rate gets. Anyway, oh yeah, we're also on the verge of bankruptcy. Given that at the moment we're losing money. We're losing money hand over fist. Trade income's not bad, but it could be better. We're being plundered very slightly. Some trade routes not working. I think they might have an issue. They might have their ports being plundered, but I'm not really sure. But we are going to have to start taxing places, because quite frankly it's the only way we're going to make any money. So we're now making money. We're no longer going to be bankrupt, but we will have to probably take out some of these annoyances that have popped up around the place. A bit quicker than that, mate, would be nice. Right, I'll resolve that, and we have won. And he's run away. Right, fuck it. We're finishing this. He's on a peninsula. He can't get away. Kill them all 59 of them. Deed. Right, good. Now, back to Naples. Hopefully you can make it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do they want technology, but they want a trade agreement? Do we not have a trade agreement with Prussia? Right, fine, you can have those technologies, but we also want fire in advance. Oh yeah, brilliant. Okay, fine, we'll take your technologies, but oh, you want one of ours? Not a chance, mate, get out. Our friend, the Russian diplomat from like the first 2 episodes of this, has decided to return to Norway again. He's walked around the world, that's what he's done for. Why are you attacking us? Seriously, you've got 1,000 troops, Mr. German Lucinio. Or Lucinia. Fuck it. And we've got 2,500. Big Kirk Kingsley. He's gonna ruin you. Ruin you. Good. I would have looked like an idiot if I lost that. Right, we're gonna have to send some troops after them to go and finish them off. Send these guys out to deal with them. Hopefully it's a big enough group. Yep, decent. Christ, I sent 1,200 troops to go and deal with like 200. Right, back to the Caribbean. Or another step closer. Oh, we can actually make it to the Caribbean. Right, okay. Come down here. Some Bahamas rebels, basically pirates, right. Attack them. Oh, for Christ's sake, another... You're about 3 inches away. We have a gentleman in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Just you mosey on up this direction, mate. Let's just see what's going on over there. Well, I want some eyes and ears. See what's happening. Oh, they can duel. They can duel! Right, I'm going to make it my mission this episode to find somebody to duel with. Slap them with a glove and demand a duel. Caribbean time. Why are you putting the camera up there? Right, okay. Attack! We've got 700 men. 750 men. We've got just over 2,000. Should be easy. We lost quite a few, but we killed every one of them. I'm not sure taking Nassau was like an amazing option, given that it's basically just one building apparently, but it could be. So I think it's probably a decent place to stage or attack or whatever we're going to call it on the Caribbean. So, and apparently Nassau are completely happy. The Bahamas just don't really care the fact they've been taken over by the Scottish. I mean, they are like inherently a group of pirates, but apparently they don't see an issue with the Scots. So, I mean, they probably like us, given that we killed Great Britain. I mean, like, we single-handedly destroyed Great Britain, which is the biggest enemy of the pirates, apart from Spain. So they're probably not that bothered by us. Probably quite pleased about the whole situation. Right, get back in Madrid. Try and make sure that our... Well, actually, public order's come down, I think. Was it? Maybe? Perhaps? Can't remember. I think we're probably going to end turn again, because there's absolutely fuck all to do. So, end turn. As long as we're making money, I think this is probably just going to be an episode of just end turn, attack somewhere in the Caribbean, end turn, attack somewhere else. I think that's pretty much all that's going to happen, so... Unless somebody attacks us. Which might happen. You never know in this game. Sweden has declared war on us. Well, I didn't see that one coming. They offered us an alliance, like, last week, so they've really turned their ideas on us. We like... Right, fine, whatever. See who they join. Right, okay, so the Ottomans decided not to join either of us, but the Muggles did join us, which makes absolutely zero sense, because they are on the opposite side of the world, so what they're going to do, I've got no idea. The Ottomans... Actually, no, the Ottomans are no longer trade allies with us. So we've lost our alliance with them. They are still trade partners with us, but the Ottomans are still allies with Sweden. So yeah, it could have been worse. I think if we weren't allies with the Ottomans, they would have joined Sweden and attacked us, which I don't think would have gone very well, given that the first port of call would have been either Italy or Greece. Oh, for God's sake, why are you coming back? I know... Oh, of course, the Ottomans are allies with them as well, as are Russia. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? And, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Right, good. They didn't join them. They did. Thank Christ for that. See, if we had just suddenly gone to war with Sweden, Greece, the Ottomans, and Russia, I would have just jumped out my window. Right, well, you can all die. That's good, right? Cheerio. Fucking stupid idea that was. We'll come and attack you in Rome with walls with about a third of the amount of troops. Oh, there's a rebellion. A rebellion. Fucking southern Italy again. Where are they? Down there. Right. Just get these lads. Come on. Take them on. That's actually far too close. That's far too close. Run away. I'll just ignore that. That never happened. Right. Right, well, I think the only option here really is to just YOLO it and just go straight in and try and take Athens before this army makes it round. So, here we go. Surrender, you bastards. No, right, assault them. Right, let's do this. Let's take over Athens. If we win Athens, then Greece ceased to be anyway, so that other army has got absolutely nothing. They might still be there as, like, Greek rebels, but then we've got Athens, so, I mean... Who's really still there? I mean, they're going to die. They can try and take us on, but they'll probably die in the process. Hopefully. Alright, that's a nice formation. What the fuck are you doing? we'll just... This is the way I pretty much attack every fort, is I just stick my horses as far around the side as we possibly can, go and try and take over some walls, and once we've got ourselves a gate, send all the cavalry in, and the enemy just don't really know how to deal with that, so send the horses away over there. What the fuck is going on in here? Bloody hell. You got enough pikemen? Actually, that's going to screw up everything. Because our horses, once we get them inside, are going to be absolutely murdered by the pikemen. Alright, okay, that's confused things very slightly. Right, anyway, nevertheless, you guys come around this side. I've never actually watched anyone climb this wall. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. What the bloody hell did they just shoot us with? Was that just cannon? What are these guys? Mortar come. Bloody hell. Right, well, we're getting up on the wall anyway, so we're going to have to deal with that lot. Fucking mortars. I want mortars. Where do you get mortars from? Meanwhile, our troops are climbing the wall on this side and seem to be yeah, well, what I was hoping would happen is exactly what's happening, and these guys are all being distracted, and for some reason are climbing down the ropes that we put up to climb up. So if they... This is some sort of fucking comedy sketch, right? We all climb up and they all climb out. Right, we've captured ourselves a gate. Captured this gate, right, okay. Horses at the ready. Again, I'm not really sure why I'm even going to bother sending my horses in, because it's probably going to backfire. If you guys could get yourself into that building, that'd be very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, that's not good. Although our troops are now taking over the buildings, which could be a masterstroke by me. If we can... yeah, the last time I tried to battle and I had a building, I just absolutely ruined the enemies, because they don't know how to deal with it. Right, the Greeks are now in the building with us, and we're now running away. Oh my god, look how quickly our numbers falling. They haven't even lost any troops either. Well, that didn't work. I'm perplexed. That should have worked. That worked the last time. Just put all of our troops in the building and they couldn't deal with it, so... oh well. Apparently that's not the best of ideas. Right, see if we can get our cavalry inside to go and take those guys on. I know it'll backfire because the pikemen will absolutely ruin our horses, but there's not much we can do, to be honest. We're just going to have to stick everything we've got at them and hope that we can hold off. If they didn't have the pikemen, I don't think it'd be big an issue. Because we would have captured the gates really easily. Could have just sent all my horses in, and we would have been able to just take the centre. They're dancing again. Oh, from a distance, it looks like they're just dancing from a distance. Right, run away, just run away. Had enough. It's not happening. Concede defeat. Well, it says a close defeat. I'm not sure that's true. Right, if you could venture up this way, mate. Right, okay, General, have 2 full armies. Right, go and get yourself into the town. Apparently you can't. We have ourselves a rake now, though. Where the fuck are you going? Are you taking the mic? I clicked over here, so he's walking all the way, right the way around the med. All the way around to Spain. Absolute idiot. Oh well, if you're going that way, you might as well go and have a look, see what's the deal over here in Algeria or whatever it is. And the game is starting to run like a pile of shite again. So the longer I keep the game on, the worse the frame rate gets. It's really annoying. I like how wedge formation is a technology that takes time to develop. Wedge formation. Stick your horses into the shape of a fucking triangle. It's like, oh, that'll take us a good, like, 1.5, 2 years to research and develop to get it just right. It's like, fuck off. Been doing it for fucking decades. Right, let's go see if we can do anything in the Caribbean now. Are we replenished? We have been replenished. Good, right. Aboard the ship. That was like a cross between a ship and a boat, but it wasn't even either, to be honest. It was, I don't know what a bit is, but we're now aboard the bit, so if we could go in. Why can't you just... You're right there. You're literally right there. Anyway, nobody in Havana, so we'll just wander in and take it. That should be a big enough army to go and take on these Genoans over here, which are annoying me. Victory! I only killed 63 of them. Let's take the mech. Milan has few troops, but a lot of town guard. I think Genoa is out of the question at the moment, given the size of army that they've got. Well, size of armies. Oh my days. Oh my days. We can duel. We can duel. Right, Ottavio Conte, Gerardo Picchio, or Gabriel Russo. Well, he just looks absolutely terrifying, so I think we'll ignore him. He looks inquisitive, but apparently he's quite good, so I think we'll give him a miss. Gabriel Russo it is, with his weird-looking feminine hair. Can get absolutely done. Right. See what happens. Oh, we're moving away. No idea which one's which. Hopefully we win. Go on, son. I don't know which one to cheer on. I don't know which one's mine. It's just some absolutely amazing camera action, isn't it? Has he run away? Reverse course. Oh, right, brilliant. I ran away. Wonderful. Fuck's sake, Archibald. Honestly. Couldn't even win a fucking duel. Right, we'll end turn again, and we'll see what happens. Our rake has made it to Algeria. I think that's Algeria. I consulted Google Maps, and it is in fact Algeria. So, yeah, we have made it to Algeria. Actually, it was Apple Maps consulted. Fuck that. It could be anything. It could literally be anything. So I think what we'll do, once this turn ends, hoping and praying that nothing unforeseen happens in the next 30 seconds of me talking about this, and between now and the time the turn actually does completely conclude, yeah, we'll take Havana, hopefully, and that'll probably conclude this week's video. So, oh, the Spanish are coming. The Spanish are coming, but I don't think they'll get there in time. So hopefully we should be able to walk in, take Havana. They've suddenly cottoned on to the fact there's a wild group of Scots has just appeared in Havana. So they're making their way along the island, but it's a very long island. These Genoans are back. Get out. Just oh, for God's sake. Right, well, you've positioned yourself right next to Rome, which, I mean, probably not the greatest of ideas. Right, put an end to that. Greece still didn't attack us, which I'm very surprised at. But we're back into this stalemate position where we were at before when we were at war with them, where we have this place, they have Athens, and they've just positioned their entire army inside the port for some reason. I don't know, and they've never at any point did they ever try and attack us directly. So I'm hoping that continues. If that continues, then I'll be very happy with that situation. So if they could just continue doing that. What happened to other He's blending in with the Alps exceptionally well. We've got another agent. We can duel with. Oh, right, okay, 55. Patrizio Luzzatto is going to die. Let's find out. Hopefully this is a bit more of a... Right, I'm guessing we're the guy in the red, so this is probably us. Yes! Yes, big boy! On your cell, mate. Oh, and he's got all the fucking Punan as well. Bring it on. It's an absolute beast. This lad's an absolute... Ah, you clear off, mate. Actually, why are you still alive? I thought you were dead. Shouldn't you be dead? Right, we won. Big Archibald. Nae stopping him. Absolutely no stopping the boy. Could try and steal technology. Probably Copper Bottoms is looking like the best. 13% chance of stealing technology. Give that a go. Hopefully it pays off. We are stealing it from the French, so hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't notice. And yeah, there they are. The Spaniards are making their way. They've come all the way from Holguin, possibly, and they're making their way to La Habana. Attack them. Good. They've only got 225 people. This is going to be an absolute cakewalk. Killed them all. Murdered a lot of them, and we've got ourselves Cuba. We have got ourselves Cuba. There are still wild Spaniards on the island, but as for now, that is absolutely no issue to us whatsoever. Can we attack these guys in the port? Just blockade them inside our own port. That's always a good idea. Yeah, so they can't even run away now, because the one way they could have got off the island is now being blockaded inside the port. So they're just kind of, these Spaniards are just kind of stuck here in Cuba. They can either go and attack us, which may or may not work out for them, or they can go and try and get into the fleet and try and beat us, which is probably not going to happen given that they've got one ship by the looks of things. How's the public order looking? Acceptably good. Acceptably good. They're being taxed and everything, and they don't care. So how much are we making from Cuba? 952. You'd think Cuba would make us loads of money, given that all of their exactly their pipe trade. You'd imagine that the cigar trade from Cuba would be making us an absolute mint, but it's making us money. But you'd expect to make us a bit more than what it is. Oh God, look at it. All of our trade routes are being blockaded, and that's probably, again, because Ireland's being blockaded by this fleet here. I'll be very surprised. Let's just try and get a peace treaty with them. Not bad. Not bad. We gave them some technology and we're now at peace. And that will fix our... yeah, that fixes our trade massively. Just gained about 7,000 per turn from our trade, just from this one port, which is really annoying that that one port is basically our entire trade. Everything we make seems to go through this one port in Ireland, which means if anybody attacks us and blockades that port, we lose an absolute buttload of money. But as it stands, got ourselves a nice little peace agreement for now with Greece, which again won't last, but we will continue playing this game of, yeah, we're all happy and wonderful with each other until eventually one of us attacks the other again. But yeah, I think that'll probably conclude this week. So we have done absolutely bugger all in Europe. That's pretty much all that's happened. We tried to take Athens and failed miserably, but we have basically been quelling unrest in Italy and in Spain, which is still continuing. The unrest is not quelled, not even close to being quelled yet. Something else that happened is we went back to war with Sweden again, which, well, we'll see what happens with that. But the big gains, we made 2 gains. We've taken over Nassau, aka the Bahamas, and we've taken over Cuba as well, and the roaring, absolutely roaring cigar trade that comes with it. So, got ourselves that, and sugar as well. Don't forget the sugar, I always need the sugar. Yeah, we'll deal with these Spaniards. We'll probably try and take the Dominican Republic, Jamaica as well. These places should all be easy to take, as would the Leeward Islands. This is France, so we'll leave them be at the moment. The Leeward Islands and Jamaica are both rebels, so we can basically take that at any point. Nobody's going to give a crap about it. Spain we're at war with, so we can take Dominican Republic and Florida at some point, and we could also possibly take Panama. Yeah, and Grenada. Yeah, so let's all go over in the Caribbean, and yeah, we'll possibly try and take America at some point. As Declan pointed out in the last episode in the comments, that we made our way to the Americas on the 4th of July. So yeah, we're taking back what they took from us in the first place. We're going to take it all back again at some point. We shall take back America. We shall put them in their place, and we shall rule America as the Scottish. Which, I mean, like, they shouldn't be that bothered about it. Nobody seems to be bothered about the Scottish. So everybody loves us. So yeah, we'll try and take back America at some point. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any ideas, possibly, of what we could take in the future, Anything absolutely outrageous in your mind, leave that in the comments down below and I'll get through that. And yeah, until next time, see you later.